Hey everybody, this is Kathy with Main Street Moments. Another Disney News edition. We're going to delve a little deeper into the new annual passes, thanks to Blog Mickey. They broke it down for us. Before we get started, I would like to say that I do like the names of the passes. My only problem is the names don't indicate the level of pass that you have. For example, the older passes would have silver, gold, platinum, platinum plus. So the name itself kind of indicated the level you were at, which I think made things a little more clear and gave you kind of a reference when you were purchasing. You know, you could say, okay, I want the platinum plus. That's like the top one. The names now are cute, but they don't indicate the level you're at all. So that might be a little confusing to people. They could have called it like, I don't know, the Pluto Silver, or I don't know, giving it like a Disney name with the silver still attached. So that's just my personal thought. It says here, with the announcement of 4 new annual pass types, we wanted to do a quick analysis of the price increase for each of the 4 annual passes compared to their current equivalents. So this is interesting because this is what I was really interested in, is how much more they are. It says here up to a 55% price increase for new Disney World annual passes. That to me is outrageous. 55%, but I think they're counting on people forgetting what the passes cost. I feel like they're trying to start with a whole new clean slate, you know, like they were closed, now they're reopened, it's like a brand new park and they can just throw all this new stuff at everybody and people are just going to go along with it. So either they're being super greedy, which a lot of people say, or it's possible they don't want people to buy annual passes, that they're trying to discourage annual passes, which is another theory people have. Okay, so they start right here with the Incredipass, which is the highest pass, $12.99 plus tax. The Disney Incredipass encompasses 2 of the previous annual pass types, the Platinum Plus Annual and the Disney Platinum Annual Pass. So it combines the Platinum Plus and the Platinum. Previously, the highest tier annual pass a guest could own, the Disney Platinum Plus Annual Pass, included no blockout dates and access to the Disney water parks and more. So before, it was $9.99 for Florida residents and $12.95 for people that were out of state. To find an equivalent price for the new annual passes, we have to purchase the Incredipass with the Photo Pass and the Disney Water Park add-on, which gives you a price of $14.97, which is $1,500. Because you have to add on now the Photo Pass for $100 and the water parks for $100, which I think is absolutely insulting and ridiculous. If you're gonna spend $1,299 plus tax, so you figure $1,350 for one person, you should have access to everything. But no, if you want to go to the water parks or get your Photo Pass, they should at least include the Photo Pass. You got to pay another $200. That means that guests who are looking to purchase a new annual pass that matches the previous Disney Platinum Plus will pay $498 more if you're a Florida resident, because remember the original price was $9.99 for everything included. Now it is $1,500. So that's another $500. If you're out of state, it's another $200. Okay. So why are they punishing, first of all, everybody, but especially Florida residents? You know, the Florida residents are a huge chunk of the Disney guests. Huge chunk. We go, I know a lot of people, the locals and people from all over the state have annual passes and go there all the time because Orlando is right in the middle of the state. So it is usually within 2 to 3 hours of where most people live. Unless you're in Miami, then it's 4 hours. Or if you're in Jacksonville's about 3 hours. If you live in the Panhandle, Pensacola, could be 4 or 5 hours. But most people are within 3 hours, I would say, that would go. So you're going to pay $500 more to have access to everything. Before, it would cost you $1,000. Now it's going to cost you $1,500 if you're a Florida resident. So that makes me think that they just don't want Florida residents to buy these passes. I mean, that's just crazy. That is probably the biggest jump they've ever had. And if you live out of state, you pay another 16%, which is still a big jump. The Disney Platinum Annual Pass was the second highest before. The second highest tier of annual pass was the Disney Platinum Annual Pass. Like the Disney Platinum Plus, this pass included 0 blockout dates, but did not include the water parks and more. Okay, the previous price was $8.99 for Florida residents and $11.95 for out of state. This is just a year ago. To find an equivalent price for the new annual passes, we have to purchase the Incredipass with the Photo Pass add-on. So the base price would be $12.99 plus another $99. You're looking at $13.98 to get the same benefits as the premium, the previous platinum, I mean. That means that guests who are looking to purchase a new annual pass that matches the Disney Platinum. So if you have the Disney Platinum, you are going to pay another $499. You were paying $8.99. Now you'll be paying $13.98 to get the same perks. Okay. If you're out of state, another $203. Again, Florida residents are paying a heck of a lot more. Now, the Disney Sorcerer Pass is roughly equivalent to the former Disney Gold. That's what my husband has, Brian. He has the Gold. It is only available for Florida residents or DVC members to purchase. That's nothing new. The restrictions on the Sorcerer Pass match the Gold Pass, okay? So the same restrictions. Here's the previous Gold Pass pricing. But I have to take issue with that. I looked at the blockout dates, which we're going to get to. And on the Sorcerer Pass, Thanksgiving is blocked out. That is not blocked out on the Gold Pass. My husband does not have Thanksgiving blocked out. And even on the Silver Pass, I don't have Thanksgiving blocked out, but now it is. And that really bothers me, because we always like to go for Thanksgiving, but it was always available, but now it is not. The only way you can get to go on Thanksgiving is with the top pass. Okay, so last year's Gold Pass price was $719. That's the one Brian has. To find an equivalent price for the new annual passes, you have to purchase the Disney Sorcerer Pass and add on the photo, okay? So you're looking at $999, $1,000. That means guests who are looking to purchase a new annual pass that matches the Gold will pay $279 more, or a 39% increase. Okay, the Pirate Pass is roughly equivalent to the Disney Silver. That's the one I have. Just like the Silver Pass, the Disney Pirate Pass is only available for Florida residents, and here's the previous Silver Pass pricing. The Disney Silver Pass was last year $539. That's what I paid. It did not include the Photo Pass, which is true. So we can simply compare the base pricing. This was $539 and now it is $699. So it's another $160, a 30% increase. The Disney Pixie Dust Pass is roughly equivalent to the Disney Weekday Select Pass, which limited weekend visitations like the new Pixie Dust Pass does. And here's the previous weekday select pricing. See, if you're a Florida resident, you could get a pass that was only for weekdays, which is really good if you live near the parks because the weekdays are less crowded. But if you live in the Kissimmee or Orlando area, or even if you're an hour away and you can go during the week, that was a great pass to have because you're like, I don't want to go on the weekends, it's too crowded, but I can come here after work or in the mornings. You know, this is great for locals. It did not include the Photo Pass, which didn't before. So you compare the base pricing, $369, $399. Okay, so it's $30 more. Not as horrible as the other ones, 8% increase. $30 more, not too bad compared to the other ones for sure. Perhaps the most shocking part about the new passes is their names. For years, Disney has talked about various success metrics such as per guest spending that has tipped their hand when it comes to the ideal pricing strategy. We recently wrote about that concept and how it applies to the upcoming Disney Very Merriest After Hours. At the risk of sounding too callous, Disney is culling the herd. It's not as dramatic as what we saw at Disneyland with the complete cancellation and renaming of the annual pass program, but rather a simple pricing structure that makes it either impossible or economically unwise to purchase an annual pass for some guests. See, I personally feel that they don't want people to buy annual passes anymore because they'll do the math and they'll be like, you know, I'm just not going to go enough to justify this price. So like my husband has the Gold now, which was $700, and he goes about twice a month. So we figured that's definitely a good deal. So a lot of people are going to do the math and say, you know what, I just don't go enough to justify. We've seen annual pass prices increase on a nearly yearly basis for quite some time, but this price increase could very well be the one that breaks the camel's back for many annual pass holders, and that appears to be part of Disney's plan. See, that's what I think. I agree with Blog Mickey. I feel that they do not want people to buy annual passes. That's how I feel about it. Okay, now we're going to get into the blockout dates. And this is a Yahoo, a Pop Sugar article. They do a lot of articles on Disney, actually. So we're going to start at the lowest tier and work our way up. Okay, and we're going to show you the blockout dates. For the Pixie Dust Pass, which is the lowest one, $399, this is for locals and it's for weekdays. Weekdays only, okay? So here's the blockout dates. There's quite a few. Of course, the weekends, obviously, okay? You can see all the weekends are blocked out because this is a weekday pass. Okay, that makes sense. But then you have 2 weeks in April, a week in March, all this at the end of December, New Year's Day, here on Valentine's Day. Seriously? No love, Disney, no love. May 30th, that must be Memorial Day. You don't get that weekday? That's just rude. That's just rude. I'm sorry. Let's see Labor Day. Yep, right here. Labor Day is blocked out too. So you get the weekday passes, but you don't get like, this must be Columbus Day, the 10th, but you don't get like those Mondays you have off from work and school. Disney's like, screw you. You're not going to come on those days. That is really, really crappy. I don't like that at all. Okay. Let's go to the Sorcerer Pass. This is the second to highest. This is $8.99. Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped the Pirate. The Pirate is $6.99, so this is another $300. And here's the blockouts. Okay, now this one you get weekends, but there are select dates blocked out. December and Thanksgiving. To me, that's just wrong. Thanksgiving was not part of the blockout lists before. At least it wasn't on mine. The silver and the gold. We had Thanksgiving and now they've taken it away. That really bothers me. Halloween is open, so that's good. September, if you can handle the heat, is one of the best months to go to the park because especially after Labor Day, it is a really slow time at the parks. It's just very hot and humid, but all the kids are in school, summer break is over, and people are just not traveling as much because their kids are in school and everything. That's one of the slowest months at Disney World. Okay, again, 2 weeks in April, spring break in March, less blockouts, which is good because you're, paying more money. But Thanksgiving to me should be available. I mean, it should be. You can't go Thanksgiving or Christmas. Now we're going to go to the Disney Sorcerer Pass. This is probably the one Brian would get. I don't think we're going to get him the Incredipass because $1,300 is a lot of money to spend. Emily and I are not renewing our passes. So that's something we've decided. I do not go enough to justify doing that. If I did, I would have to get the Pirate because I can only go on the weekends when Brian doesn't work. So this would not work for me. And I would have the Thanksgiving blockout. So I don't think I'm going to renew. I have to really think about it. We're definitely not renewing our daughter's. She just doesn't really go anymore. Okay, so the Sorcerer Pass. This is the one Brian is considering to upgrade to. Again, Thanksgiving was not blocked out before on his gold or on the silver because we always would go on Thanksgiving. So that really bothers me. But you can see there's a lot more dates. These are always blocked out at the end of December, but you have a lot more open. You can see that. So with that pass, the only thing you're really missing is Thanksgiving and Christmas. So that's, I just wish they had Thanksgiving. So you definitely get more days available. And obviously with the Incredipass, there are 0 blockout dates. So I hope that clears things up for you guys. It's a lot more information. I have these articles in our Facebook group here, Main Street Moments, so you can read them more in depth. Thanks so much for watching. And let me know in the comments what you plan on doing. Are you going to renew your pass? If so, which one are you going to choose? Will you get the water park add-on? See, I think without that water park add-on, I think the water parks are going to be very less busy, if you know what I mean. I think people might go, but I don't think people go to Disney to go to the water parks. It's just kind of a fun extra thing to do. I could be wrong. Maybe in the summer they do, but I think the water parks are going to be a lot less busy now. These passes are very expensive, and I don't know if people are going to want to add on the extra photo pass. That's going to be more popular, is the photo pass, more than the water parks, in my opinion. So I think a lot of people will buy the photo pass option. And here's what you do. If you have a family of 4 and you want to buy passes for everybody, you only need one pass to have the photo option. Okay, just one. You don't all need it. Like in our family, only Brian has that option right now on his gold pass. It comes with it. But Emily and I don't have it on our silvers, but we don't need it because we all go as a family. We take pictures together. We just scan Brian's Magic Band and we get all the pictures for the family. So if you go with your family regularly, you only need one. Now, if you're a single person, you obviously, and you want to get it with your friends, that's different. But if you're in a family setting, only one person needs that option. Let's remember, these passes do not include the ability to park hop. Pretty much you still have to make reservations for all the passes. Even with the top pass, you still have to reserve your spot. So you can't just go without making a reservation, and there's no guarantee that you can get into other parks. You can't go from park to park to park to park like you could before. Plus, now you have to pay for the fast passes. So on top of paying for your annual pass, which is up to 55% more, you still now have to pay to use the Fast Pass. So that is also a factor. And I don't know what Disney is thinking here. I really don't. I don't understand their logic. It's like they don't want people to come. That's how it feels to me, like we don't want you here anymore. I feel they're really taking advantage of people. These things get really costly. If you live in Florida and you have a family of 4 and you want to enjoy as many perks as you can, that's another $2,000 for the top 2 passes that you have to shell out. Plus, you've got to pay now for those 4 people to use the Fast Pass or the Lightning Lane. It's getting very, Disney was always expensive. This is just ridiculous. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Tell me what you think, and we'll see you in the parks.